Story 1. Thomas Edison. When he was in first grade, his teachers expelled him from school and told his parents he was too stupid and mentally retarded and not suitable to receive an education. Edison spent many hours experimenting in the family garage and tried 10,000 different experiments before he came up with a solution and invented the world's first electric globe. In his lifetime, he attempted 93 inventions. Story 2. Albert Einstein. Einstein didn't start speaking until he was 4 years old. There was some concern on the part of his parents he might be somewhat backward. During his school years, he showed no special aptitude because of his dislike for rigid methods of instruction, and he was cited by school officials as being disruptive. He failed the entrance exam to a university a number of times, and he made his great discoveries while working by day in a low-level clerical job. Many today believe he was dyslexic, and yet he is still widely considered to be one of the smartest individuals that ever lived. Story 3. Ray Kroc. At the age of 52, Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, mustered up enough courage in his new idea to remortgage his home and borrow lots of money. Despite being plagued by years of health issues, including arthritis, diabetes, and losing his bladder and most of his thyroid gland, he continued to persevere and believe in himself. Today, McDonald's is the second most recognizable name in the world, next to Coca-Cola. Story 4. Colonel Sanders. At the age of 65, Colonel Sanders, a sixth-grade dropout and the founder of KFC, drove across United States of America, restaurant to restaurant, often sleeping in his car, believing one day his secret recipe would pay off. He was told no 109 times before he sold his first piece of chicken. Imagine if he chose to give up after his 500th or 1,000th rejection. But he didn't give up, did he? Story 5. Elvis Presley. In 1954, Jimmy Denny, manager of the Grand Ole Opry, fired Elvis Presley after one performance. He told Presley, "You ain't going nowhere, son. You ought to go back to driving a truck." He went on to become one of the most significant icons of the 20th century and is often referred to as the king of rock and roll. Story 6. Marilyn Monroe. In 1944, Emmeline Snively, director of Bookbook Modeling Agency, told the modeling hopeful, then still known by her real name, Norma Jean Beck, "You'd better learn secretarial work or else get married." She went on to become one of the most iconic actresses of the 1950s and is still today considered to be a major pop culture icon. Story 7. The Beatles. The Beatles were rejected by Decca Records in 1962. Their feedback on their ability, "We don't like their sound and guitar music," is on their way out. The Beatles went on to become widely regarded as the most influential act of the rock era, selling more than 17.8 million albums in the United States alone. Story 8. Malcolm Forbes. Even though he became the editor-in-chief and publisher of Forbes magazine, a business magazine which a portion of was reportedly sold for $300 million in 2013, Forbes failed to even make the staff of the school newspaper as an undergraduate at Princeton University. Story 9. Al Pacino. Pacino was rejected for the part of Michael in The Godfather a number of times before he eventually won the role, which went on to bring his international acclaim and recognition. Story 10. Sylvester Stallone. Stallone was turned down 1,000 times by agents and was down to his last 600 before he found a company that would produce his first film, Rocky. In 1977, Stallone was nominated for 2 Academy Awards for Rocky, for Best Original Screenplay and Best Actor. He became the 3rd man in history to receive these 2 nominations for the same film. Story 11. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger was told if he wanted to succeed as an actor, he better learn to speak without an accent and change his name. He went on to gain worldwide fame as a Hollywood action film icon. Story 12. Woody Allen. The Academy Award-winning writer, producer and director flunked motion picture production at New York University and the City College of New York. He also failed English at New York University. Story 13. Billy Joel. Joel was denied his high school diploma due to excessive absenteeism. He ran away from home and was arrested on suspicion of burglary. The charges were dropped, but a terrifying night in jail did little to help build a happy outlook on life. He attempted suicide by drinking furniture polish instead of bleach because he thought it would taste better. When that didn't solve his problem, he committed himself to a mental ward of Meadowbrook Hospital for 3 weeks and quickly discovered he was quite sane. The hospital visit strengthened his resolve to make it in rock and roll. He had many more failures before he finally succeeded. To date, he has sold more than 150 million albums.